Sometimes it's better not to ask, but simply act. I guess this is one of those moments. Good idea. This should keep the blossoms fresh. Pretty big. It must weigh around 200 grams. I wouldn't be surprised if it eats more than just flies. By the time I've waded through the water to reach the frog, it will have hopped onto the next leaf and be sitting there laughing at me. Being laughed at by a frog is definitely not good for my self-esteem. It's much too soon to drown myself, and it's too late to bathe. To quote Heraclitus, Ponta Rei, after all, adversity is no excuse for disregarding the educational opportunities of the situation. One of the many miracles of nature, which experts call a branch. This isn't going to work. The fish are just avoiding the obstacle by jumping out of the water and over the cascade. I could name at least 20 people off the top of my head who wouldn't be that clever. 2 glow sticks for emergencies. Why do so many people like beer? It must be hereditary. At home, we only use the stuff to catch slugs in the garden. Just wait a few minutes. Hibiscus tea, very nice. Now what do I do with it? Now it's red dye, not at all appetizing. I wonder what it will turn into if I wait any longer. I don't have that much time. Better just take the stuff as it is. A green balloon from Sam's backpack. I don't even want to know why she brought this on an archaeological expedition. Nina Kalenkoff, my ex-girlfriend. Something between heaven on earth and the fires of hell. I'll just use these tent poles to stabilize the fence. Done. I used some tent poles to... A donut in clear plastic wrap. I'll just remove the wrap. Now I have a piece of red plastic wrap. Smart fish. Instead of getting caught in the fence, they jump over the top. Pretty clever. Use the flag as a fishing net? Okay, why not? I guess it's worth a try. Well, that was quick. I might consider a career as a fisherman. The first fish I ever caught. No, it's not dead, just asleep. It stuck pretty tight, and anyway, the fish seemed to like it. If I use this to cover the hard hat's lamp, I'll have a colored light, but what good will that do? It's the little monkey that runs on ahead whenever Sam goes to the temple. Cute little thing. I didn't come here to chase monkeys, and I'm sure he's better at climbing than I am. A little bit better, anyway. How am I going to find the way to the temple in this jungle? Well, I've got to try this. I don't have much of a choice.
Oh, you want to show me the way? Cool. Off we go then.
Oh, that didn't work. Bummer. Oh.
Listen, little fellow, I'm a lame, untrained biped. You will need to slow down a bit. The first couple of yards were fine, but then you just disappeared, so please, wait for me next time, okay?
I need to think of something so I can follow that monkey more easily.
Hey, how about a donut? No, you're on a diet? Okay, suit yourself.
A list of planets compiled by Sam. The natives of this island must already have known many of the planets in our solar system. That's sensational. And if I've interpreted Sam's scribbles on the back correctly, this list of planets and the symbols represent some kind of divine hierarchy. Venus, the goddess of love, is right at the top. Must have been a pretty fertile civilization, I guess. According to the heading, this is a translation of the temple door's inscription. Sam must have put a lot of effort into this. It says, "Honor the goddess enthroned above all. With her radiant being and ever-open eye, she looks down upon her subjects, the mute and the homeless. Yet they have no one to blame for their miserable state but themselves. Were they not so self-centered, then they could see the riches at their feet, the queen's gold." papaya tree. Actually, it's not really a tree at all, but a herbaceous perennial. But I don't think these details are so important right now. This is just like paradise. Sam must have planted this. Doesn't look like the fence did much good, though. Most of the leaves have been chewed by slugs, and some have been gobbled up completely. I don't even know which of these have been planted and which of them are just weeds. Botany is not a hobby of mine. The papaya is now red.
Hey, how would you like a tasty papaya? There, buddy. Now you've got red hands too. I don't care how fast you run now, just as long as you stay on the ground so I can follow your red tracks.
This looks like the temple. There's no sign of Sam, though. The monkey's tracks lead around the temple. Guess I should follow them. There she is. She's locked in a cage, and the guard is heavily armed. Things aren't looking too good from here. Maybe there's another way to get to her.
Max! He's alive! He found me! Now I stand a fighting chance of getting out of this cage in one piece. I had better keep quiet so the guard won't get suspicious. As long as I am the only one who knows that Max is prowling around this temple, our chances of launching a surprise attack aren't all that bad. I only hope that Max has got a plan, preferably a good one.
If only I had a plan. I'll just take some of these. I have no idea what kind of a plant this is, and I've never seen these white berries before. Unless I'm very much mistaken, this is a carnivorous plant. No idea why they named it after the Roman goddess of love. I can't get there without being spotted by the guard. A dead animal. The bowl is full of fresh fruit. There's a hole in the wall beneath the face. That thing does look pretty scary. A scrap of cloth fluttering in the breeze. But is it Sam's, or does it belong to her kidnappers? This isn't some TV crime show, and I'm not a forensics expert. This scrap isn't going to tell me the family history of the person it belonged to, nor what that person dined on this week. So I may as well just leave it there. A strange plant. It reeks of carrion. Flies seem to love it, but I find it rather disgusting. Little fireflies. I'm surprised to see them here. I didn't think the jungle was their natural habitat. How am I supposed to catch flying creatures with my bare hands? If I could do that, I'd be working in a circus. It's rather a fascinating structure, actually, but I don't want to get too close. Those bees don't look very peaceful to me. This is pretty big. I'd rather not meet the spider that made it. I would never have found the way to the temple without the monkey's red footprints.